Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, Bears fans. Let's get to the news. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing like never before, and one of the most explosive pieces of news involves none other than Nick Bosa, the dominant edge rusher from the San Francisco 49ers. Now hold on to your hats, Bears fans, because this isn't just idle speculation. It's coming from some of the most trusted insiders in the league, including Adam Schefter, and the implications are huge. If you've been paying attention to the NFC North, you know how critical pass rushers are to a team's success, especially in the modern NFL where quarterbacks are gods and every pass is a potential game changer. And Bosa? Well, he's a game changer. He's a player who can single-handedly elevate a defense to elite status, and the Bears are reportedly in the mix to make a move for him before the offseason frenzy really kicks into high gear. Let's back up a bit and look at why this makes so much sense for the Bears. First of all, the 49ers, currently sitting at a 4-7 record, are in a bit of a mess. After their quarterback reportedly tore his ACL in Week 8, things have gone downhill fast. Their roster is in rebuild mode, especially with Shanahan now eyeing a quarterback draft with a top 5 pick on the horizon. They also have a significant dead cap hit of $42 million, which makes keeping Bosa in San Francisco less feasible. The 49ers are in a classic rebuild position, and trading Bosa now could be their best move to recoup some draft capital and reset for the future. Now, the deal on the table, according to Schefter's report, involves the Bears offering a first-round pick in 2026 plus a second-round pick in 2026 in exchange for Bosa. That's a hefty price, but for a player of his caliber, one of the top pass rushers in the league, it's a no-brainer. Bosa, just 27, has been absolutely lights out in 2025. He's not just racking up sacks, he's also piling on QB hits, pressures, forced fumbles, and making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. His stats are staggering: 12 sacks, 38 QB hits, 54 pressures, with a pass rush win rate of 22.8%, which is elite in today's NFL. His PFF pass rush grade is a staggering 94.6, and he's been a force against both the pass and the run, with a run defense grade of 98. That kind of versatility and dominance is rare, and it's exactly what the Bears need to turn their defense into a true nightmare for offenses. So what's the big picture here? The Bears are currently sitting at 5-6, fighting for a playoff spot, and their defense is solid but not yet at the elite level needed to truly compete deep into January. They rank 15th in points allowed per game at 23, and while Monty Sweat has been doing a good job with 8 sacks, adding Bosa would transform that pass rush into one of the most fearsome in the league. Think about it, pairing Bosa with Sweat. That's a duo capable of producing upwards of 42 sacks collectively. That's a game changer. Their pressure rate could jump from around 34.2% to nearly 48%, which would put them in the top tier league-wide. Not to mention, their run defense would also see a significant upgrade, jumping from 19th overall, allowing about 4-5 yards per carry, into the top 4 with an EPA per run of -0.16, a massive boost for a team that's been trying to get that run defense to the next level. Imagine the impact on the field. Bosa, with his relentless motor and elite pass rush abilities, would instantly elevate the Bears' defense to a new stratosphere. He's the kind of player who can turn a good defense into a championship-caliber unit. Think of the Seahawks in the 2010s with Wagner leading the front 7. His ability to generate pressure on mobile quarterbacks like Jordan Love or Jared Goff could be the difference maker in tight playoff battles. Plus, his presence would energize the entire team, setting a tone and creating chaos for opponents week in and week out. But beyond just the immediate impact, adding Bosa signals a clear shift in the Bears' philosophy. This isn't just about rebuilding, it's about going all in on contention now. With Bosa on board, the Bears could pivot from a team trying to develop young talent to a legitimate contender with a ferocious pass rush that can disrupt even the best defenses. It's no secret that the Bears' defense has been building momentum, but Bosa's addition would be the final piece of the puzzle to make them a true force every Sunday. Now, looking at the bigger NFL picture, this move could have ripple effects across the NFC North. The Packers and Lions are no strangers to making big offseason moves, and the Bears acquiring a player like Bosa would send shockwaves through the division. It would elevate Chicago's standing immediately and could even tilt the balance of power in the NFC North for the next few seasons. The Bears, with their young core and now a superstar edge rusher, could become a nightmare for offenses and a nightmare for division rivals trying to keep up. And let's not forget the Super Bowl odds. The reports suggest that with Bosa, the Bears' chances of winning Super Bowl LXI could jump from plus 7,000 to plus 1,800. That's a massive shift, and it underscores just how impactful a player of Bosa's caliber can be. It's no exaggeration to say that with him, the Bears could be seen as a dark horse contender, especially in a playoff scenario where relentless pass rushes often define deep runs. His ability to break down mobile QBs, set the tone for the defense, and create turnovers could be the X factor that pushes the Bears over the top. Of course, this kind of move isn't without its risks. Trading a first and second round pick for a player at this stage of his career is a gamble, especially considering the draft capital and future flexibility involved. But in the NFL, it's often about seizing the moment. If Bosa can stay healthy and continue performing at this elite level, the Bears could be looking at a transformation that lasts for years. It's about building a defense that's not just good but legendary, one that could be remembered for decades, especially if they manage to pair him with a franchise quarterback like Caleb Williams in the future. And speaking of the future, Bears fans, this move could be the beginning of a new era. The team has been steadily building with young talent like DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, and Justin Fields, but adding a superstar like Bosa would send a clear message. The Bears are serious about competing now. Imagine the energy at Soldier Field, the roar of the crowd as Bosa makes his presence felt week in and week out. That's the kind of superstar magnet that elevates a franchise from decent to dominant. In conclusion, the potential acquisition of Nick Bosa by the Chicago Bears could be one of the most game-changing moves in recent NFL history. It's a bold statement, a clear sign that the Bears are not content with just being a playoff team. They want to be champions. With Bosa, the defense would become an unstoppable force. The odds for a deep playoff run would skyrocket, and the entire NFC North would have to rethink their strategy. It's a gamble, yes, but one that could redefine the Bears' future and bring back the Super Bowl glory they've been chasing since their last one in 1985. This is a story to watch closely, Bears fans, because if it happens, it's going to be a season for the ages. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think acquiring Nick Bosa is the missing piece that can propel the Bears into Super Bowl contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. This is an exciting time to be a Bears fan, and whatever happens next, one thing is for sure. Chicago is gearing up for a new chapter, and it's going to be one for the history books.